Annyeonghaseyo, goeiedag, goedemiddag, good evening, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Tian. I'm 28 years old, and I am now back again, living with my parents there at the back. At the bottom down low, you will see Ryan is still filling up the background just to keep things going. I moved back to my parents now during this lockdown, as my original plans was to go to Korea, and then I would move here and then move to Korea, but with lockdown some things have changed, so I'm not entirely sure where all of this is going. If I do cough in between the recordings like I'm going to do now, now I do not have the virus, or according to the doctor, I do not have the virus. My vocal cords got hurt after a procedure or two I had, and now I've got a very sensitive throat. So with seasons changing, it's becoming colder and weather, I have like phlegm and things in my throat. But anyway, that's not the point. I thought today I wanted to do a video, as I haven't done a sit-down talk video in such a long time, and seeing that we are in lockdown, I thought, like, you know, let's take the time and do some sit down videos and just talk and tell some stories. One of the stories that I will be telling is definitely my scariest night in Korea. I will probably film that later today and maybe upload it within the week. This one I'll upload today still. But anyway, that is not what we're here to discuss. I hope that everyone is doing well out there with all this quarantining and lockdowning things. It's been a surreal experience, and that is the experience I actually want to talk to you guys today. I tried to keep my things these as either gaming related or Korea related, but now this one is more South Africa related. As yesterday I went out for the first time. Well, technically not the first time. I did go out a few days and then I got a flat tire. Here's proof of that. Embarrassing. And then, but actually yesterday I went out to the store successfully. Here, I have proof. Oh, yay, look at that. Oh, look at me. I look so cute. I'm wearing a mask. But I went to the store and I thought, like, I really wanted to share what it felt like to go to the store during lockdown. I know other countries are going through lockdown as well. I know other countries are just quarantining. I know every country has their own thing of how things work. This is just my little experience of how it was an interesting experience for me to actually go. First off, driving was very interesting because I noted that, one, there weren't many cars on the road because it's kind of illegal to drive now without purpose, or if you are not going to buy essential goods, or if you are not essential personnel, then you're not allowed to be on the roads. So that was interesting to see how quiet the roads really are. But at the same time, also, most of the people who were driving with their windows down. And in South Africa, you would actually see that many people don't drive with their windows down. They usually drive with the windows up because of crime and safety, and aircon is sometimes just a lot better than any other form of keeping yourself cool. So I saw most people driving with the windows down, me included. I was also like, well, most people should be at home, so the criminals should also be at home, so I can drive with my windows down. I prefer driving with my windows down than driving with my windows up and aircon. And my car's aircon is not that nice. So went to the store, and already it's like there's a different atmosphere just in general at the store. You have to, in a sense, prepare yourself for it because it's not as easy as just going into the store. Like, I need to I sanitize my hands before I get into the car. I sanitize my hands. When I get out of the car, I sanitize my hands. And then you put on the mask. Not everybody wears masks. Some people prefers to use gloves. Some people prefers to use masks. If you hear weird sounds in the background, it's possibly my parents talking or moving around or scuttling about. So just ignore that. So some people sanitize their hands. Some people wear masks. My family, we are the mask wearing type of people. I just think with the virus that's going on, the mask thing is kind of important to prevent the spread and help prevent the spread of the thing. Anyway, that's personal opinion. So now I have to prepare that. So you sit in my car, put on my mask, sanitize my hands, and then you walk out. And already the amount of cars that are there are less than usual. And it was a Sunday afternoon, and usually although Sunday afternoon would be quieter, that place would still be busy because there's restaurants there and there is banks there and ATMs. So in general, it is usually busy there. But now it really starts to feel like a wasteland. There are quite a bit of cars, but there aren't a lot of movement. So you go into this surreal place like, wow, this is lockdown. You get serious lockdown vibes at home because you're stuck at home, but then you get serious lockdown vibes also being at the store because it becomes in a way like a ghost town. Like you can see there has been proof of life because there are quite a bit of cars, but you do not see the life amongst or within the cars. And then when you woke up, there's a tension in the air that's so difficult to describe because there is nothing there to really create the tension, but just with the virus that you can now possibly get, or someone else having the virus, or you having the virus and you don't want to cough, and there's this tension that actually builds in the air that sits there. Um, so I keep on judging the woman that was behind me because when you walk into the store, they spray you, not spray you, they spray your hands, but sanitize your hands. But she was wearing gloves. And I judge her a bit because I keep on thinking, how is the gloves going to change anything? If someone knows, comment down below, please. Let me know. I don't know. But how the gloves going to help? Because just as you touch everything with your hands, you're now just touching everything with gloves. And you can still touch the gloves and then touch your face, and then the exact same transmission has taken place. And the second thing, do you even know how to remove the gloves without touching other surfaces of your skin? Yeah, so that's just my little thing on the glove thing is like, yeah, no glove, no love, I get it, but the same transmission is taking place with your hands, whether you're wearing gloves or not. I don't, anyway, if you have a reason for the gloves, please let me know. School me, educate me, I want to, anyway. So now we do the hand thing and then you walk into the store. And it was the weirdest feeling to be in that store because I've never felt rushed by a concept, if that even makes sense. So I went to the store and I get this feeling no one is rushing, no one is running around grabbing things, tackling each other down. The store is actually very quiet. Usually there are lines and queues outside, but it was very quiet this Sunday. And I went inside and was like, because it feels like I need to hurry up. It feels like I'm not allowed to browse through the store because somewhere I also read like certain things they do not sell at certain stores because they don't want people to go into the habit of browsing. So now I was pushing. I was like, oh, okay, we need to go. And it felt like a race that was going on. Like I just need to go in, get my stuff, and then get out, which is weird because again, no one is rushing me. There's no rule that says you only have 5 minutes to get what you need and then be out. And I just felt so rushed the whole time because now I can't remember where everything in the store is, and I didn't go with a plan. I really just went to get snacks and just to get out of the house. Because up until that point now, it has been almost a week that I haven't really left the house except maybe for the yard. And now I know what I'm looking for, but I don't know where to look for it. So now I move in, I look around, I walk, and I'm like, oh my gosh, and I'm getting stressed out because I'm not going fast enough. I need to find what I need to find, I need to go and to get out and then go home and then not infect people and not get disease. Oh, so that was weird. That was really weird. After, when I was driving home, I'm like, wow, this was a really different feeling. And even after you wash your hands and you walked into your store, the atmosphere is different. The store becomes so quiet because only, technically, according to the rules, only one person per car per family can go. Not everyone follows that rule, but not a lot of people are talking to each other in the store because one, they don't know each other, and two, you usually go alone. So nobody's talking. So there's this silence in the store, or the soft whispering that's there, but everything feels so tense. And people also are starting to learn the meaning of what is what's personal space, because it feels like you walk around people. So what happened with me is I went to look at the chips or the crisps or snacks and things, whatever you want to call them. And a woman was already standing there looking at it, and then I came from this side and I stopped here, so we're keeping our distance now from each other to look at the snacks. And then I started to move closer to see what she's looking at. And then as I moved closer, it's almost as if she just like turned around and walked away. It's like, okay, nothing, bye. And then she left. So people are doing things like that. If they are not that invested, that serious about taking something from that rack, they would just like not waste time anymore. They would just turn around and leave just to get away from you. So constantly it's this feeling of people, and you do the same thing. You do walk around people and you do try to avoid people. So if you're not gonna look at a product for a long time, then you're most probably not gonna even look at the product if someone is already standing there. I did exactly the same thing. Subconsciously, I did it. I didn't plan to do it. I wasn't like, oh, I'm just gonna stand here. No, it's just immediately just think, keep your distance. You don't want people to touch you, or you don't want to touch people. You don't want to cause any problems. I think that's also the other fear that's going on. It's like you don't want to cause any unnecessary problems for anyone. You don't want to break any rules. So going through the store was really like going through there fast, trying to find everything up and down the aisles, because I did want to browse a bit again just to get out and move around, but I couldn't. So it was just in and out. And even when I came home, my parents were like, wow, that was fast. And it's like, yeah, I kind of feel rushed by an invisible force of mentality that is surrounding our stores right now, because it feels wrong to stay too long and to browse, because also if there are a lot of people, only a certain amount of people are let in. So if you take too long, then that means people outside are going to wait long. And I also had that mentality, you don't want people to wait outside that long. But then when you get into the line to pay, everything is actually pretty normal, pretty, yeah, everything just goes on like it did before. It was just a weird feeling. It is really, this lockdown changes so many things, and I knew it would change a lot of things, but I didn't think that going to the store would become such a surreal moment. It would become such a moment where I don't where literally when you walked into the door, it kind of felt like you walked into a different dimension, a different world, a different time period, because everything is just different in the store. The energy within the store is different. The people's energy is different. The people's behavior is different. Your own thoughts and behavior, it's different from what it was before. And it was really just such a surreal shopping experience. I mean, you had so much more stress and so much more tension from just going to buy essential goods. Now, I don't know that other people felt like that. That was just my experience of what it felt for me to go shopping now during lockdown. And this is only week one of our lockdown. I don't know in the next week how it would change or if it would feel different. I'll try to go to a busier store next time to actually see if it is different. But for me, the interesting thing was just this invisible force or mentality that keeps on pushing and rushing me to see, like, you need to go, you need to get out, you need to go, get your stuff, go, get out, buy, don't waste your time, yeah. So that was my shopping experience yesterday, just to go buy snacks. I really thought it was going to be just a chilled out, quick, light stroll to the store, check out a few things, maybe decide what I want to buy, and then it turned out to be a very surreal, otherworldly experience. Because people are scared. People are definitely scared of each other now. I think that's an interesting thing. But I must say, one thing that definitely improved from South Africa's side is efficiency. People have become way more efficient than they were before. But let's not delve into that thing at all. But yeah, I just wanted to share my random thoughts on that. That was just a very fascinating experience for me. If you have any lockdown stories, please let me know down below what it's like for you to go outside and do some shopping during lockdown. I mean, other countries, they're quarantining. Other countries, you can still basically move more freely than we can. They get kind of strict here in South Africa, like really strict. Like people have now gone to jail for breaking some of the lockdown rules. So yeah, everything is just different. Maybe I'll do another video on this if I go to another store to see how different it was. It was just weird. It was really just one of the most weirdest shopping experience I've ever had. If you want to see more videos, please comment, like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Let me know. You will see my content will be coming weird and varied and different during this lockdown, because we still have about 2 weeks left of lockdown, and then also I don't have a job, so I might be doing some weird videos, so keep an eye out for that. Show some love and support down in the comments below, and I just hope you have a good and wonderful day, night, evening, whatever it is you're doing. I hope it is beautiful, it's amazing, it is fantastic. I hope you're staying safe, I hope you're sanitizing, I hope you're not doing unnecessarily stupid things to get yourself in trouble. Let's fight together against coronavirus, because people's lives are being ruined by it, and it's really serious. Although I'm making these weird voices and faces, it is really serious, and I'm taking it seriously. But yeah, I just hope whatever you're doing that you're having a good time. If you're not feeling well, take good care of yourself, please. Your health and other people's health and safety always comes first at this stage. Make sure that you are happy. Don't let fear, because I think this is so important right now at this stage with everything that's going on, is don't let fear interfere with your happiness. You deserve all the happiness in the world. That is the truth, especially now. Don't let fear interfere with your happiness. I mean, it is a scary time, but we will get through this. We can get through this. Let's get through this. It's gonna take some time, but let's get through this. Anyway, groete liefde, vrede, vreugde, basically, en almal ding spelen. Okay, bye.